next discussion as well. Now, moving on to Ethiopia, the International Monetary Fund has approved a new disbursement of $261 million for Ethiopia after completing the fourth review of the country's 48-month extended credit facility. The money will be helping Ethiopia cover its balance of payments and budget needs, bringing total IMF disbursement under the program to just over $2.818 billion. According to the IMF, Ethiopia's economy is performing better than expected with strong growth, higher exports, improved revenue collection, and rising foreign reserves, while inflation continues to ease. The ECF program, worth about $3.4 billion in total, is designed to support Ethiopia's homegrown economic reform agenda, which aims to correct macroeconomic imbalances and lay the groundwork for private sector-led growth. Now, for this discussion, we welcome back retired Major General A.K. Siwachi. Thank you very much, Major General, for staying with us. Now, what does this latest IMF's disbursement for Ethiopia signal about international confidence in their political and economic reform agenda? Also, how might this continued IMF support or affect Ethiopia?
You know, as for Ethiopia, the IMF loan which has been given, in fact, the credit extended facility which has been given for 4 years, that has proved to be very, very effective. Now, the latest which they have released, one of the installment of $260 million. The IMF team has been extremely happy in the way things have unfolded in Ethiopia. One is that the inflation has come down. Second thing is they have increased to some extent the tax revenue base. Then another thing which has happened is you find foreign reserve have also increased. Unemployment has also reduced considerably. So overall, the IMF loan which was given to Ethiopia, it is making a difference, and it is making a difference for good. And it has surprised the IMF because the type of progress which is now seen in Ethiopia by giving this IMF fund is creditable, much more than their expectation. And they are saying that Ethiopia must continue on the recovery path, and they have already now released $260 million. And especially what they are trying to convey is that all other parameters have been met in a very positive manner, especially increasing the base of budget. But they want that the tax budget base should increase further. That is where the more people should come into the bracket of the tax. As far as other parameters are concerned, they are very positive. The inflation has gone down, the foreign reserve has increased, unemployment is gone down. There is more economic activity taking place in the country. The industry is doing considerably okay. So overall, it is a story of a success. Ethiopia seemingly looks to be on a recovery path, and you find it that the IMF loan which has been given to Ethiopia has been used properly, and it is now showing the result in a positive manner, and it has surprised the official of IMF that the results are very encouraging, and they are very hopeful that Ethiopia will keep on progressing well and do a development in a positive manner, and all these parameters which are positive, they will further increase, and the tax revenue and tax base has to increase. I am sure Ethiopia is working on that, but overall a very positive report which is being given by IMF while releasing this $260 million package to Ethiopia.
So, Major General, thank you very much for laying that positive side and benefits for Ethiopia out here. But how does this IMF loan conditions, deepen Ethiopia's economic dependence and limit its ability to pursue independent development policies and long-term economic sovereignty?
The point is that when you get an IMF loan, then you have to follow certain guidelines which are given by IMF. why these IMF guidelines are given. They are given in a manner that you become self-confident and self-sufficient. It should not happen. The loans which are given by IMF, you will not able to repay back because you are giving subsidies to your people. To an extent, your economy not growing up. In Ethiopia, whatever about the restriction which was imposed by IMF, the guidelines which were given by IMF has been followed by Ethiopia, and this is making a difference on ground where you find the foreign reserve of Ethiopia has increased, the inflation has come down, the unemployment has also reduced to quite a bit level, and the economic activities have increased, and you find that investment is also coming in Ethiopia from the foreign country. The export has increased, and the imports are now by and large stagnant. So all these are positive signs. And why IMF put this restriction is that a country should able to come out of that economic distress in which it is, and thereafter in long run it becomes self-sufficient. I think Ethiopia to that extent is showing all positive results, and that's why IMF is extremely happy, and they have given this 4 years of extended fund facility by IMF, and now they have released this $261 million in overall loan, which is approximately $6 to $8 billion. They are just saying that yes, Ethiopia is on the right track. However, what they need to do is they follow the same, but the base of people giving tax has to be increased, and restrictions which have been imposed by IMF must continue. And the way things are progressing, it is a positive sign that Ethiopia looks to be on a path of recovery.
Thank you very much. With that, I would like to thank Major General A.K. Sivachi for joining us today and sharing